Hey y'all, welcome to Lisa's Escapades. I apologize for not getting a video out last week. I was in a car accident back in December, and for those of you that don't know, I've had 7 back surgeries in my lifetime, and for some reason my back just started spazzing. So I've been in bed for a week and a half. I don't want to go out in the wilderness until I feel 100%, but because I don't want search and rescue to have to come find me. That wouldn't be fair to them or to me. And so I've got a great story to tell you guys tonight. You're not going to believe this one. So check this out. Have you ever had a Bigfoot sighting? If you have and you don't want to let anybody know that it was you that saw them, or you're afraid to tell your story because you're afraid of you being made fun of, I'd be glad to tell your story for you. All you have to do is email me your story at bigfootadventures411@gmail.com. Let me know what you want me to say, what you don't want me to say, and I can put your story out there so other people can hear about it without you being identified. Now this story I'm fixing to tell you about, the pictures you're going to be seeing, are pictures that I got in the last couple of years out in the wilderness. Things that just don't add up, things being thrown, bipedal movement, just weird things, stick structures. But these pictures are not related to this area I'm going to be talking about. This story comes out of the Okefenokee swamp in Georgia. And I do plan on making a trip up there to check this area out. I don't know when, hopefully soon. But what I wanted to tell you is this story, I've never heard about this story. And I don't know if it's just legend or what it is. But it's pretty interesting. And this is what it says. It says, did a Bigfoot really attack a party of men in the Okefenokee swamp in 1829? Or was it all a tall tale? The answer to those questions we may never know, but the story is one of many that adds to the mystery of this swamp. The tale originated near the south end of Ware County, where the line that divides Georgia and Florida passes through the Okefenokee swamp. Now that area right there, I know for sure there's been Bigfoot sightings on both sides, Florida and Georgia. And it says here that in 1829, the first settlers were just pushing into the fringes of the swamp. Surrounded by stunning beauty of the swamp, they quickly picked up on an old Indian legend that held a mysterious race of people living on the inside island in this deep, deep wilderness of this swamp. So far as known, the legend first appeared in print in 1806 in Jediah Morse's book, Geography Made Easy. In his section on Georgia, Morse repeated a legend that a group of Indian hunters had gone into the swamp and became lost. When they were in a desperate condition, a party of mostly beautiful women they had never seen came to their rescue. Now that's weird. Beautiful women in a swamp? That's just different. So the tale, as repeated by Morse, continued with the women warning the hunters to flee as fast as possible to their own country because their husbands were fierce men and were cruel to strangers. These men of the swamp were said by the Creek Indians to be of gigantic stature and both cruel and warlike. The winter of 1828 to 1829 was extremely dry, and 2 men living on the edge of the swamp decided to explore deep into it as they could. Accompanied by a boy, they went into the Okefenokee swamp and over a course of 2 weeks continued to penetrate deeper and deeper into it. As they explored the very heart of the swamp, they made a startling discovery of gigantic footprints. The length of these footprints were 18 inches, and the width of them were 9 inches. The monster from every appearance must have moved forward in an easy, unhesitated gait, his stride from heel to toe being triple over 6 feet, or trifle over 6 feet. Now, to me, that sounds like a Bigfoot. But let's see what else it says here. It says the men, as newspapers of the time noted, had seen enough, ending their expedition and retreating out of the swamp. They related to their friends and neighbors what they had seen. The story excited the curiosity of the party of hunters who lived just across the Florida line, 9 in number. They went into the swamp to find the mysterious giant. They were guided by one of the members of the original party. Following from some days the direction of their guide, they came at length upon the track first discovered, some of which were still remarkable. Pursuing these tracks for several days longer, they came to a half on the little entrance and determined to pitch their camp and refresh themselves for the day. The expedition was described in detail in newspaper reports published in February 1829. Those accounts indicated that as the hunters were discharging their guns to reload them with fresh powder for the night, a wild animal charged their camp. The fight, however, did not end there. He said as the creature lay dying on the ground after they shot it, something roared. The men who survived the attack gathered around it to make a closer inspection. The creature was found to measure 13 feet from head to toe, and the proportions were very muscular compared to a normal man. Immediately fearful that the dying monster cries might attract others of its kind, the hunters fled the swamp. The men who died in the battle, which this creature killed, were left lying where they had fallen. It is a remarkable story, but could it be true? The honest answer is that no one knows. The newspaper correspondent who reported it wrote that people living in Ware County on the margins of Okefenokee Swamp clearly believe it. Either way, the story of 1829 attack was one of the earliest written accounts of the creature we know today as Bigfoot, Sasquatch, sightings of some kind of a large creature in the swamp, and discoveries of large footprints continue to be reported from this area to this day. So, that to me is an incredible story. Those were some brave men, and it's too bad that some of them lost their life. I'm going to do some research on this and see if I can find this newspaper article. It's going to be kind of hard since it was 1829. I may have to go to that county and look in their archives. But I'm definitely going to go research this area. I think it's a really cool story. It's going to be spooky, that's for sure. I appreciate you listening to my stories, and hopefully I will be back out soon in the woods around here. My back is healing. It's coming slowly, but it is starting to feel better. It's been a week and a half in bed, so hopefully I can get back out there next week. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And until next time, I'll see you then.
Hey, Belle, say hi to YouTube. Are you a good kitty? Are you a good kitty? You're a sweet kitty. She's always talking. Isn't that right, Belle? Are you always talking? Huh? Now you're not going to talk? You're a sweet kitty. Mama loves this kitty.
I'm stuck on repeat. I see the same skies every night. Oh, I need a sign, I need a reason why I'm alive. 'Cause I can figure out why everything around me just feels so